escalate further? Because, of course, there is so much at stake, and both countries know what's at stake here.
It's an evolving situation, it's an ongoing situation, and obviously we've had an attack, we've responded, but as I had said before, in many interviews, and I came that night saying that we had an apprehension that India would, we always said that India will be the aggressor without evidence. You see, we offered an investigation into the Pahalgam whole episode. We were the ones who said that our hands are clean. We want an investigation, a fair and transparent investigation. But you see, India, without any evidence, has targeted civilians, women and children. India had no right to do that. So
we're still in the fog of war, sir. So, we don't have evidence of that. We're still waiting for information to emerge. I know you're telling me this, but we don't have clarity.
I will send you images. I will appreciate if you can run those images on your television.
Yes, once we've verified any images that come through, because of course we are still in the fog of war. There is still information coming through.
I'm sure, but these images are being received from hospitals in Bahawalpur, and as a Minister for Information, I occupy a seat of responsibility. I've taken an oath, and I will give you correct and verified information, which you can also verify from your independent sources.
And can you understand, Minister, why India would point the finger of blame on Pakistan for what happened in Pahalgam on the 22nd of April? Because of the long accusations against Pakistan for backing and funding and giving sanctuary to terrorist organizations, including Lashkar-e-Taiba, and this group, the Resistance Front, is believed to be a splinter group of Lashkar-e-Taiba, and they are the ones who claimed responsibility for what happened on the 22nd of April in Kashmir.
You see, Pakistan is fighting this war against terrorism, and no group has claimed any responsibility, and this area is a good 200 kilometers from the Pakistani line of control, this Pahalgam area. And you see, the FIR, the first information report by the Pahalgam police, was registered within 10 minutes of the incident. The police arrived after 1 hour 30 minutes. And when the victims were bleeding, I saw a video of one of the sisters of the victim saying that her brother was bleeding and nobody came for 1.5 hours. India has no evidence whatsoever to link Pakistan to this incident. But India has attacked civilians, women and children today, without any justifiable cause. And because we have the right to self-defense, we will defend our country. We will respond because India ran away from the investigation. When our Prime Minister offered an investigation into the matter, then why run away? We even offered to the friendly countries like the United Kingdom to join in the investigation. We told the international community that an investigation will reveal the facts, but I think it's the right-wing BJP, which is against the Muslims, against the Sikhs, which has persecuted minorities, and they wanted a reason to attack Pakistan, and without any evidence they have done so. But Pakistanis, we have a high morale, and we will respond back to Indian aggression, and the response is ongoing at this point in time.
Well, the reason, like I said,
the international community, that an investigation will reveal the facts, but I think it's the right-wing BJP, which is against the Muslims, against the Sikhs, which has persecuted minorities, and they wanted a reason.
Bin Laden was discovered near a military base in Pakistan in quite an affluent area. U.S. Navy SEAL Special Forces conducted that operation without telling Pakistan, who were their allies at the time, working with them in the war in Afghanistan, because they couldn't trust the Pakistani defense and intelligence and military establishment. And so because of Pakistan's reputation in this area, that is why Indian officials have said, based on the information they have, they've pointed the finger of blame on Pakistan because the Resistance Front, a splinter organization linked to Lashkar-e-Taiba, which is linked to the ISI in Pakistan, is believed to be behind this attack.
I deny these allegations completely, and I don't agree with your view, because we in Pakistan, our 4 generations have fought terrorists. Even now in Balochistan, in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, we are fighting terrorists day and night. Our western region, our western borders, all over, Pakistan is facing terrorist attacks every second week. If you're talking about the history, the Soviet invasion, the Cold War between the US and the Soviet Union at that point in time, well, that was a different story. But
no, I was talking about 2009 when Osama bin Laden was there, or 2021 when the Taliban returned to power in Afghanistan. It was with the support of Pakistan that they were able to do that.
That's slightly unfair. Because Osama bin Laden was not being harbored by the Pakistani authorities.
They were near a military base. I mean, you have very strong intelligence.
No, that was very far away from the site where he was recovered. The point is that without Pakistani intelligence, right now, these ongoing operations, they would probably fail. And I think President Donald Trump has made himself very clear in the State of the Union address when he has thanked Pakistan for their efforts in the war against terrorism, for capturing